So some big news popped off early this morning regarding the PS5's price, launch supply, the DualSense controller being rushed for reveal, how Sony plans to announce the price and release date, and more. We'll also look at PS4 Update 7.50, which also released this morning. First, let me know with what we know so far. Is $499 to $549 a reasonable price for you for the PlayStation 5? For me personally, I'm willing to pay that price easy, but I know some of you have been expecting it to be priced lower. So comment below if you're fine with a $499 to $549 price tag for the PlayStation 5. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, just to get this out of the way, PS4 Update 7.50 is out now. It was in beta for some time, and honestly, the release of a 0.50 in April is unusual. Regardless, it improves system stability, but website PlayStation Universe reports it also added support for a new HDMI standard. They don't state if it's HDMI 2.1, so I'm not really sure there, but there you go. You have PS4 Update 7.50, which is out now, and you can go ahead and download it. But now diving into the main story of the video, the website Bloomberg has a new report out that reveals a lot of information regarding what's going on with the PlayStation 5. Speaking with their own sources, Bloomberg reports that Sony has promised to release 5 to 6 million units of the PlayStation 5 by the fiscal year end March 2021, and that CV has affected their promotional run this year, but not the production of the PlayStation 5. Bloomberg reports that Sony sold 7.5 million PS4s in its first 2 quarters for comparison to the 5 to 6 million we just heard for the PlayStation 5. So this is great news in terms of production still being a go. We'll see how the lower quantity of consoles will play out, because the gaming fan base has grown since 2013, so this could get crazy this year if people remember how things went down with the PlayStation 3. Hopefully that's not the case this time around. According to Bloomberg, the production volume of the PlayStation 5 could still change because of CV, so this could be even tighter in terms of quantity later this year if things get worse. Bloomberg states that developers who have been creating titles for the console believe the console will cost somewhere in the region of $499 to $549. Bloomberg points that the increased price is possibly due to the increased cost of the components of the PlayStation 5. I don't personally see Sony pricing the console higher than $499, but we'll see on that matter. But beyond this, Bloomberg reports that Sony may drop the price of the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 4 Pro around the time of the PlayStation 5 launch to add new PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now subscribers. I think it's less of a may and probably a sure thing that Sony will drop the price of those consoles. I would personally find it weird that they'd keep those prices up with a new console being released, considering the PlayStation 4 Pro still runs at $400. In terms of plans for this fiscal year, apparently board members haven't been able to meet. They were supposed to have a meeting in March to discuss business plans for this year, including the PlayStation 5, according to Bloomberg, but that didn't work out. They state that the financial results year ending March 2020 call was supposed to happen April 30th, but that might be pushed back. Bloomberg states that CV has already hurt Sony's promotional plans and that they might not have a public conference for the PlayStation 5 release date and price reveal, and I think we can comfortably say that Sony won't be doing anything outside of digital events similar to Microsoft and pretty much every other company. In terms of the DualSense controller, Bloomberg reports that the controller reveal was actually rushed because Sony didn't want the controller to leak before they could talk about it themselves. This is because the controller has been shared to outside developers and Sony was afraid it would leak, which makes perfect sense considering how many images we've seen of the dev kit. I still don't know how that all worked out. The Bloomberg article goes back to production and price, stating that it seems unlikely Sony will delay the PS5, especially if Microsoft won't delay the Series X. And because of the crazy competition, both consoles might cost players $450 according to analysts, meaning both companies would be selling their respective console at a loss, which again, many saw happening because both companies really make their money from digital and subscription sales. But based off this, it looks like there won't be a price difference between the two consoles, which could hurt Sony because while I and you might know the console is very powerful, the 10 to 12 teraflop conversation could swing things in Microsoft's favor, but we'll see because Sony will probably tease a strong lineup of games and the general audience doesn't really pay attention to this spec conversation. So this is going to be an interesting generation. And a final note on the PS5 production, suppliers have started to ship PS5 components to assemblers who will start to mass produce the PlayStation 5 by June. Apparently, Sony's assembly partner was worried about meeting Sony's production deadline last month, but that's not the case anymore, meaning they're good to go to meet production deadlines by Sony. So there you have it. Production is good but limited in terms of quantity, and the price could be somewhere between $450 to $550. Let me know if you think Sony will try to price their console cheaper than Microsoft, or will it be the same? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "take the bag." Because Sony, I just want you to take my money. And let's end this conversation. Show me where the pre-order is. Let's just get these pre-orders started. If you feel the same way, destroy the comment section with "take the bag," and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.